What up, y'all? This is Zircon, signing back into 6 days of snow. And on this episode, last episode, we went on a reminiscence spree again. But anyways, we talked about opinionations. Is that even a word? Oh, whatever. But okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get on to it. It's time for breakfast. And when Reiko. Excuse me my words. When Reiko arrived to deliver my breakfast, I was dressed and already waiting. I didn't want it to seem like I've been waiting for her, so I had my anthology of old poems in my hand, but that's precisely what I was doing. Okay. Well, hello, Reiko. How you doing? When Reiko entered, sliding the wooden door aside to grant her entry, I lifted my head and offered her a smile. She didn't smile back. The young girl seemed to be staggered beneath the weight of the tray, though my breakfast was rather a humble affair. White rice, pickles, and miso soup. I wonder if it was as good as the miso soup Sachiko made. I mean, there's only one way to find out, right? You gotta eat it. Yeah, you gotta eat it. I wondered still more at Reiko's welfare, and why was it that she looked so haggard and worn, her expression so more so and melancholy. She looked as though she had the weight of an entire world on her shoulders. Something's up between her and her mom. I mean, her mom is quite strict and cold. Are you alright? I asked her, foregoing a more typical reading. I'm fine, she said, though she didn't sound fine, really. It was the really appended at the end, I think, that hammered home how not fine she was, despite her pretenses. Anybody who is fine really doesn't need to protest their fineness. Fineness is a quality that should be evident simply by looking at one's face. Nothing about Reiko in that moment as she crossed the tatami floor with an uncertain steps was fine. And the sad thing was I wasn't sure what to do. Do you want me to take your tray? I asked her, because it was the only way I could think of aiding him. Reiko, however, shook her head. I had expected as much. It's fine, this is my job. Yeah, and you don't like your job one bit. Not many people actually like their job. I mean, it gets them paid, but not many people actually really like their job. I mean, if you do find a job that you really do like, there are some people out there, especially on the YouTube and Twitch streaming, whatever, those kind of styles. Or actually, why am I even going on a tangent about that? I don't know if they even like that or not. They're just doing it. Me, I'm doing this because right now it's just a hobby. I don't really care. I enjoy this. So that's why I do this. Okay, but if it's too heavy for you, like I said, it's fine. Reiko reinstated. Okay, that's a sign to back off. There was again, that word. Fine. If she'd been a better actress, maybe she would have smiled to assuage me of my worries, but her face was far too earnest. It isn't heavy, really. And Mother would get mad at me for asking a guest to serve themselves. It would be improper. Yep, it's going on about it's a dispute between mother and daughter again. The more mention of her mother made Reiko wince. Oh, Mir, not more. Mir. I had my suspicions already, of course, but that confirmed it. Ms. Kakeuchi really was the one to blame for Reiko's poor moods. It seemed to be a delicate issue. However, personal matters between families often are, and I wasn't sure how to broach it. Is that supposed to be approach it? It wouldn't have seemed right to launch an inquiry, particularly not when Reiko was sliding my breakfast onto the table with a mutter of, please enjoy. I will enjoy, and a little bit of sadness, because I can't be happy when there's someone in general, right in front of me, being very sad and upset. I myself actually want to go up there and go, hello, sir. Not in these words exactly, but, hello, would you like a hug? Give me a hug. I'll give you a hug. Come here. Come, bring it in. Yeah, I will be the one. I want to be the one to go up to the person and be like, okay, do you need some comfort? I'll give you some comfort. You look like you're dying. Okay, I couldn't talk to Reiko. Not like that. Not when she was in the middle of serving me. I thought perhaps she would have answered my inquiries had I made them. But she would have answered them out of a sense of duty because she didn't want to upset her guests. Not because she genuinely wanted to tell me. The thought of manipulating her in such a way made me feel queasy. I shook my head. That was no manner of equals to converse. I couldn't be Reiko's equal because she wouldn't let me. Not like she had yesterday. I told myself I'd have to wait for another opportunity when she let her guard down. The only question was, when? That is a really good question. Oh, that is a beautiful picture. I love this. I like that. Beautiful art style. Okay, I'm gonna say though the author, the artist. There we go. The artist of this visual novel actually has done a great job. I mean, a fantastic job. All right, so as it transpired, I didn't need to waited all that long after all. I left the Azami Inn at around 9 o'clock. I had finished my breakfast. The miso soup was not as good as Sachiko's, which would have made her happy, and whiled away a few hours with my thoughts. I couldn't recall what it was I was thinking about, so I doubt it was particularly interesting. But sometimes it's nice to allow your consciousness to drift. That's quite true. I mean, I do that a lot when I'm just lying down in my bed. I'm just like, all right, let's think. Nice thoughts. Nice, lovely thoughts. Oh, wait, I'm playing a game right now. Sorry, guys. Okay, yep. It was very easy to drift in the Azami Inn, surrounded by the trees and mountains and all the beautiful, unblemished snow. You know what? That's quite true. That is very true. Maybe I had adapted the mentality of a snowflake myself, caught in a breeze, willing to land wherever I fell. I had brought a notebook with me to be used whenever my creative muse struck, but nothing I had written during my trip could be salvaged. Everything is salvageable as long as you don't throw it away. Then you got to have some problems. It was hard to write about snow, I realized, when so much had already been said on the topic, but the snow wasn't all I wrote about. Lost in a swirling haze of sentiment, my pen seemed to move of its own volition, sketching out shapes with unsteady words. Black hair, brown eyes, that tiny pinprick of a beauty mark just below her left eye. And so it was, as I left the confines of the Azami Inn, that I happened, quite by chance, to come across the object of my continued curiosity. Well, hello, Reiko. How you doing? Reiko was walking through the snow, her arms moving back and forth by her sides like a little soldier's. Her dark hair fluttered behind her like a cape, and her eyes were downturned. She was holding a shovel in one hand, gripping it tightly. She must be doing some gardening or moving some snow. I wouldn't think gardening because there's kind of snow all over the place. She seems so diminutive, especially when contrasted with the vast, seemingly endless snowscape. That part of me wanted to scoop her up in my arms and hold her. Buddy! Hey! I think you got some problems there. How old are you? Like I said, bad vibes I'm getting from that. Hopefully it's just a, hey, cute little touch. Hopefully. That was a silly thought, though. Yes, very silly. Very, very silly. I wasn't young enough to act on my own impulses without fearing retribution. I agree. Very much so. Instead, I called out to Reiko genuinely and offered her a wave. Are you busy, Reiko? She jumped a little at my address, like she had been rudely awoken from a dream, and lifted her head. When she saw it was me, however, her shoulders relaxed. I could visibly see the tension leaving her body, like water draining from a bowl of boiled waters. She seemed to be in better spirits than she had at breakfast, though she was still jumpy. Nevertheless, she responded to my question. Awesome! Alright, she's okay! She's okay! I was checking the hot springs, she said. Mother wanted me to shovel snow, as you could probably tell. I thought so. Shoveling snow with a shovel. So, you weren't out burying corpses? Reiko frowned. I know our inn has a bad reputation, but it isn't that bad, is it? What on earth was Yosuke telling you? I laughed. Sorry. It was just a joke. Not a very funny one, I know. Hey, it was kind of funny. No, it's alright, said Reiko, brushing a few stray strands of hair behind one ear with her free hand. Okay, alright, I do have to ask, why aren't you wearing any form of warm clothing? You're wearing the same thing you always do. You've got to have some form of warm clothing when you're out in the snow. I like jokes, even the ones that aren't very funny. It can be so horribly gloomy around here. I imagine your mother wouldn't appreciate it. Mother doesn't appreciate a lot. That's part of the problem. 'Cause she's cold as ice. That's why. Oh boy, Reiko sighed, distant and dreamy, and clutched the shovel to her chest. But I shouldn't speak ill of her, she said after a pause. Mother just wants the inn to be a success. I don't know if she's picked a good location, I said gently. Not that she was the one who chose it, I suppose. No, this inn has been here for, I don't know, centuries probably? That's a good way to put it. If Miss Kachichi wants her business to be successful, perhaps she should consider relocating, I asked. I offered it as a casual, airy suggestion, not wanting to sound like a snob. I don't know anything about business myself, being a writer. Knowing it wasn't really in my place to comment, I tried to tiptoe around the subject matter. Unfortunately, Reiko didn't seem to mind my impertinence. She was a lot more at her ease than she had been earlier. Maybe it was because we were outside and the cool breeze had helped clear her head. And that's where we're gonna have to end it here, guys. Okay, I know, sometimes I stop at weird spots, sometimes I stop at the correct spots, but not this time. Because I'm on I'm putting myself on time lapse of recording, or else I'd be recording all day. But that's all I have for today, guys, so thank you for watching. And if you like this video, press that like button, and as always, stay active and stay connected. I'll see you on the next one. This is Zircon, signing out. Bye, y'all!